Now this is the dog pack. It's a really cool weapons pack with a wide variety of weapons in it. It's called the dog pack because of the color. It's dark olive green. Now it's really hard to tell here on video, but these weapons aren't black. It's a really dark green. Almost too dark, because unless you put this side by side with a black weapon, you would assume this is black. This is a combat shotgun. This is a Spaz 12. This is the same gun from that first Terminator movie, and if you remember, this is the gun that the hunter was using in Jurassic Park when he was going out with them velociraptors. You're going to take them out with this gun. This is the gun. This is a 12-gauge shotgun. It is very dependable, and it is very accurate. This is one of several shotguns that the NATO countries use for the combat shotgun. It's also commonly used as a home defense weapon, and it will do a number on zombies. So this is a really good zombie defense weapon. This is a Colt 1851 Navy revolver. It's also referred to as a Colt 1851 Navy. It is a cap and ball revolver, so it doesn't take regular bullets. This is before you had real cartridges. This was a very popular weapon from the mid to late 1800s. On the side of the cylinder of this weapon is an engraving that commemorates a victorious battle of the 2nd Texas Navy. If you never knew Texas had its own Navy, look it up. They've had 3 navies. They currently are in the 3rd generation, which is just an honorary Navy. They don't have ships anymore, but there was the 1st Texas Navy. They had ships. The 2nd Texas Navy, they had ships and battles. And the 3rd Texas Navy, well, it's just an honorary Navy with no real ships. This is a Lewis gun. Its real name is the Lewis Automatic Machine Gun. This is a World War I era light machine gun. If you remember seeing old movies with those biplanes fighting each other in World War I, that is what they had mounted on them. They had Lewis guns. This gun was also used by the ground troops in fixed positions. It has a distinctive top-mounted drum pan magazine and an oversized barrel for cooling. That's really a shroud over the barrel. The barrel really isn't that big, but it makes it look a lot more impressive. And they were made by Birmingham Small Arms Company of Birmingham, England, also known as BSA. Yes, this is the same BSA that makes those motorcycles. So the company that makes BSA motorcycles also made these Lewis guns. Later on, some of these guns were made in the United States by Savage Arms Company. The only difference between the guns made in the US and in the UK was the caliber. The Lewis guns made in the UK by BSA were all in the .303 British caliber. Now the Savage Arms Lewis guns were mostly in the .30-06 caliber, which is a much better caliber. Now they did make some in the .303 British, but really not very many. And during World War II, some of the Savage Lewis guns in the .30-06 caliber were sent back over to England for the Lend-Lease program. Now something of note here is that the .30-06 is a much better caliber than the .303 British. Both of these rounds here are 180 grain. The .30-06 will get about 2,700 feet per second. The .303 will make somewhere between 2,300 and 2,400 feet per second. The .30-06 is a much better quality round. This pack also comes with 4 swords. You have a medieval blade, you have a rapier, you have a machete, and you have it's a Chinese blade. I believe it's called a dado. These 4 blades are so different, it gives you a really neat variety. In addition to the 4 big blades, you get 4 combat knives. Now these combat knives are K-bar U.S. Marine Corps fighting knives. Like this one right here. This is the M21 sniper rifle. It was adapted from the M14 rifle, and it's a semi-automatic sniper rifle, and it fires a 7.62 by 51 millimeter NATO cartridge. This weapon went into service with the U.S. military in 1969, and it is still used by the military today. This weapon comes standard with a Bausch & Lomb tactical 10 by 40 scope. But some of these have been upgraded and have a Leupold MK4 10x scope on them. Leupold makes really high quality optics, and they're made where I grew up. This set also has an MGL, a multiple grenade launcher, and it comes with a bazooka and 4 of the M6 rockets. And if you want to learn more about the multiple grenade launcher and the bazooka, you can see my review here where I reviewed those 2 weapons. So I don't want to have to go over them again here and bore you if you've already seen that review. These are spy pistols. They're basically a small, easily concealable pistol with a silencer on them. These are ammo clips and U-clips. The set comes with 4 ammo clips and 4 U-clips. The U-clips are very versatile. You can do a lot of things with them. I'm not even going to get into it. We could just do a whole video about what you can do with these U-clips. They are really cool. Now, there is one strange thing that comes in this weapon set, and it's the paintball marker. It's a paintball gun. It shoots balls of paint. And since it just shoots balls of paint, it's kind of bizarre that it's even included in this set. So that's the dog pack. Comes with a wide variety of weapons. You have some cool blades. Really nice pack. And it only costs $14. And for $14, that is a pretty wide variety of weapons, even though it does come with a paintball gun.
BMeister22, the most dangerous man on YouTube.